Hey guys, my friends, I'm doing another review video. This one is on basically Star Wars Andor second season. Um, this show really, um, gotta say, this is basically the best show out of the three that we had from Star Wars in the past year or so. Um, it really showed us um, how the character of Andor um, really grew into what he became in the movie. And I know that there was an intention of making this five season show, but I guess people at Disney or Star Wars production decided not to. Um, but it really showed how the rebellion kept on pushing forward, trying, different planets trying to get rid of the influence of the empire, and how the senators like Moth and um, uh, Senator Moth and a few other senators and Senator Organa tried to um, influence the resistance as much as they could to try and liberate themselves from the empire. Also, but then again, you got characters like that were really trying to throw themselves into the rebellion and trying to find out how to defeat them, find out their plans, and do everything possible. Like Lucius, he was really into it, trying to protect himself, but also the cause that he was in. Basically, you also have this scenario where they're using a planet to uh, take out his minerals and stuff to use it to build the Death Star. And a lot of people didn't know what was going on with that. Even some of them in their own empire uh, officers didn't even know. It was only a few of them that knew what's going on and what was going to happen, what was the purpose of it. Um, those who found out later on what was the purpose of it basically just ended up either dead or ended up in jail for what they knew. Um, there were some interesting highlights where you had this girl, um, Andor's girlfriend, where she was like, I guess, hooked on drugs because of the torture that they did to her to try and find out information about him and him running around the galaxy trying to find out about what the galaxy, and what the Empire was doing, uh, and try and be uh, try and sabotage as much as he could to the Empire. Even to a point where I think he steals a new model that they were trying to use to become a new TIE fighter. So basically, he got a model that was brand new. He stole it, and he ended up bringing it back to use it to basically escape and help out his girlfriend and friends, um, trying to survive as much as he could. On the Lucius side, he really did everything possible to help the rebellion in his own way. A lot of the people that were in the rebellion, like the senators, didn't really like his style of doing things. They felt he was reckless and dangerous to the cause. But in the end, well, everybody has basically found out about the Death Star, and some were trying to figure out if it was true or not. So we got this great scenario where um, Anders is recruited to find out the truth, and if it's the truth that they're hearing about, they're trying to take care of it. And that's where we go into the notion of the movie. One thing that I kind of found a little bit cruel was the fact that the show his girlfriend left him, and because she just didn't want to do this anymore. And it turns out at the end they saw her with a baby. And unfortunately, well, Andor goes to is recruited to go to find out about the assistance and about the Death Star. So he never really find out that he's a father. Unfortunately, then from there we go into the scenarios of the movie where he ends up, whoever saw the movies end up, sacrificing himself to get the plans out for the Death Star, for the rebellion to know what they're facing. So, show has a lot of action, has a lot of intrigue, a lot of back and forth between the characters. Some are trying to push other characters forward to do what they need to do. We got from the rebel side, we got characters from the imperial side trying to push themselves to move forward or up the ladder. Others are being looked at as traitors. Or not 100% with a cause. So it takes a lot of decisions where people have to be left behind, or having to kill them, or even let them die for the good of the cause. So if you see this show, I recommend it. The second season. Like I said, unfortunately, they were thinking about doing at least 5. It would have been kind of great if they actually extended that to one more season, maybe at least 3. Because we know what happens in the movie. We basically would have ended up knowing the outcome of where the point was where he was supposed to go in. Into that takes him into the movie scene. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, because it's already been done. I don't think that we can see another 3rd season unless it's called the Chronicles of Andor, where maybe they add more stuff way before. So we have to wait and see. Wait and see what happens.